What scientists have planned for me at NASA. Okay, so there was a big discussion about, me playing video games, and why I played video games before I left house the best at a fighting game. And the whole science behind the character Nokia was a Street Fighter character that's based on a fighting game principle. Now, if you've been following my channel, literally, a problem I had, earlier on in life was I played a video game with composure like Ultra Ninja Storm, 2 especially, when I, used to make you block something, literally set you up for a trap like in the military. And what happened extensively was, my friend Andre told me to play an actual fighting game like Mortal Kombat and Tekken, saying that those fighting games go up and down, they're connected to actual fighting, like stopping where you're ahead, having the up and down, not being fooled by you doing a whole bunch of tricks, and moving like the water, Bruce Lee. So like I said lately, I log, My Hero Academia and other things, one of the main successes on my channel was, a game like Fire Z, some of the slightly different, that had better graphics in Storm, but it played like, Street Fighter, Tekken, etc. Way too long to be good, not too long, literally, back when it was 22, I was the best, literally, at Fire Z and the radio. But this is a serious subject. What they do nowadays, especially with fighting games like Bleach or Breakfast Souls, if you've been following along, that's how I do, Taekwondo and Tai Chi. They're literally saying, I like how you play a video game, like a thug, literally. When the real story, the whole story is I'm playing off the original anime formula, the Neji vs. Killmonger formula. I do have something slightly different, like whenever I play with Toshiro, Hitsugaya, it's like when I hook in the fight. And what this is extensively is them claiming that literally I have abuse when I play video games, like when I hit a nerd with swagger, and the whole time I told a story about YouTube, literally about how it was like when I was growing up a nerd as a kid, literally try to give, Justin and Andre lectures, literally looking just like Naruto to explain not only have Asperger's, but still fall into their principle, and that's why they're begging, bad music like Hollywood Day and they're skateboarding. It's a big fucking principle. I'm playing, skateboarding, later on, at bigger ages like 29, 30. It could be at 16. If I tell people the same thing, they start crumbling. 30 is actually the average age to be skateboarding, literally, because you have more judgment, as a character and people. Plus, when you're a teenager, when you skateboard, you're confused. So what NASA does, literally, they put me through multiple tests, literally, especially with Michael, literally, when I'm playing Beast of Breakfast Souls, is when I play with a character like Ukiura, literally, it explains longer reach, literally, and I use the beam to extend forward so you won't attack first. NASA's all like, I don't like how you're comparing a video game to an actual fight. And then there's another, character that comes into play, Freeze Video, and that's Sabo, from the Animation Rap League. He plays games like Kingdom Hearts, really watches, shoujo animes, slice of life, karate animes that, take place in a dojo like Kenichi, etc. This is more socially awkward. You have to understand, literally, that I recognize a lot more in life. That, throughout all these 10 years, that I recognize that there are more conversations about me, more conversations about Riz, literally, a whole side chat, literally, about me, literally, that you focused on me not getting, cocky, literally, and let you know that the arrow is bad news. And Riz, literally, was this and that, but what I noticed about the battle was that he was a hamster in the world. Our Nine-Tails Fox made out of dynamite. It's true, literally. It's multiple, literally, conversations about how Shadow wants to have a baby with me and everything, literally. Their side, whole chats for the arrow, and then literally, when I got them in their face, they belittled me. That's just what I know, literally, from being over 30, literally. I know things, aren't far-fetched, literally, that's some realistic things to him, like, Sabo was still a full nerd. But anyway, the way he plays a fighting game versus the way I play a fighting game is cause and effect. That means his games have longer play, literally like Yu-Gi-Oh! Literally, they take hours and hours on end, and they take more of, a master social principle, to get over, like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you, play the game so much to the point where you can have stronger cards and special abilities, collectibles. He's on that shit. Sabo's a full-on nerd through and through, and like I try to say, literally, I try to adapt to school. It supports the whole tech and everything, missing position. The whole reason why I have this channel, why I'm so good, at countering white people, is because I knew people literally to be in a martial arts position. So when I became in one, I started doing things to, lock them, block them. It's true, it's very true. It's the exact same reason why I got past the martial arts system, was the exact same reason I was ready to make Nokia and Subaru. Now, one thing that's prominent, lately about, the future, literally, I don't know what's planned for that. So one thing's definitely for sure is that they have, multiple tests for being anime there. It's like Michael, literally, I chose a character with composure. Literally, he chose one that was, fast, literally, or that was the way he was playing. I was playing composure, he was playing with speed. When you shouldn't have, and that's disrespect for white people, and that has nothing to do with me being black, that has something to do with me following the original anime formula. It's very true, literally, and when Andre used to play games like Classic Ninja and stuff like that, literally, I like your games, literally, this and that, and the way he plays, up and down, literally, not accepting everything, blocking you like reading for Street Fighter is how life plans out, and that's very true, and that's why my game went hand in hand with my fantasy lately. And when I say literally big without being high, that is connected, I'm sorry to say, to a growth. Because you have to be faster, you have to have stronger habits in order to survive, you have to want to be, high instead of mid in order to stay an American citizen. It's true. But that mid without being high literally keeps you in the same mentality. It sets you up for sexual harassment in the future. But the actual truth is that Nokia was good at dating, and he had, a character named Sidekick. They did so much because what NASA does is they take a full-on nerd who's motivated to beat me like Sparking Zero Lily if I play with composure in that game. They get a nerd to, get the turbo boost Lily and Lily play speed when I'm just trying to play chill. So indeed so, Lily, this is a thing, Lily. They love getting a nerd that's new introduced to the game. Where I have a life, Lily, where I used to, be used to banging. And I'm getting woman Lily, and they take advantage of the fact that I'm playing the video game on top of girls. I'm like, I can't do this shit. Yeah, like it's a whole new situation, Lily. I know that's, case where I play basketball, this and that. Well, that's the logic I know going forward, and that's why I got better. I started making, the shots first thing. Because I knew that was the indifference. It's like a future video that I know that you can come back, with the world of Krins, lately where you can apply speed, but what's my world all about? Reflecting and going in depth. It's like the anime fight scenes, not today. The biggest problem, NASA, their misconception. The reason why they do that is because I think the way they think, and most autistic people do, when you're a sludge, when you think, concentrate like that, literally, they want to get your job at NASA. They want you to literally be a nerd, be a full nerd, so you won't disagree with them, and it really fucking sucks, and that's the whole thing. I'm like, you fucking, terrorist, fucking pedophile, spying on me and shit. It's the way I think, and that's where you have confusion that, autism is a grown man, where he's a little kid that doesn't talk about the world at all. Stays within its own. Okay, so anyway, Lily, the final test, Lily, and the final thing I have to say about this video about why you shouldn't compare the way I play video games to a nerd is because Sparking Zero, the misconception that I have, that I'm playing fast, Lily, I'm getting better, Lily. A game that I'm perfect in over and over again, but lose 9 times out of 10 due to stupid reasons, due to that game expanding from Ditto. Let me explain that the real reason that's Iraq, Lily, you gotta do things there, you gotta reverse there, Lily, things get cringy here. I learned how to do the thing with the bump and the flying over and over again. I got tired of it. Because in real life, you shouldn't be a comeback. That's what happened, Lily. I proved that the game mechanics is so fucked up, Lily, that I learned that, it's so inconsistent that it could be a sugar and syrup, this and that. That ended up fighting me from freshman year, Lily, who just picked Android 17, who knew it was a composure game, and he beat me when I was Kid Boo. That happens a lot. I played it in high school a lot, over and over again, because of the cause effect that happens as an adult, and the police reference that I'm affecting matter. I'm like, I don't care. It's the whole story here. Even though I did choose max difficulty, there's still a whole story, and it's within my anime. I'm tired of this shit. Because like a new marshmallow Butterfinger, I will return. And it's not cool, Lily, and that's the truth of it. But far beyond that, sometimes Robert's with them, Lily, sometimes this is nuts. All, revolves around Bleach and Wreck of Souls. If you gratify the whole story, there won't be a problem, but if you want me to accept something out of nowhere, it will never happen. Because I was ranked in the Filipino community after all, but anyway, this is an epic kick-ass video.